And we are moving on along to my man, Robert Brown on YouTube. We all know mash pH should be 5.2 to 5.4. However, we add hops to the boil and sometimes a lot of hop. What pH should you be aiming for when the boil is done and you're putting it into the fermenter, as this must affect final beer pH and flavor? So I'm going to nutshell a few things for you, but I'm also going to reference you out to the amazing conversation I had with Andy Gallagher, head brewer at Linwood Brewing Concern, who I'm going to see in just a few days. Andy is one of those guys that is excited to see me for many reasons. And one of them is that he knows I'm going to hug him, and he doesn't want to pretend like he wants my hug. But I've got a secret. He wants the hug. Anyway, oh yeah, we talked about hazy IPA, and this is really the use case, right? It is not just hazy, but anytime, whether it's be hazy or West Coast, where you're adding a good amount of hops. What you might be seeing in your hoppy beers, if your hoppy beers are pushing up over maybe 4.4, like if you're getting to 4.5, I think 4.4 is food safe. Maybe it's 4.5, but 4.4 is what I tend to shoot for. If you find that you have like a dry hop beer that's up around 4.7, I think that there are definitely stability, food safety concerns, that you do want that closer to 4.4 for stability, potentially some flavor positives as well. But yeah, if you're up by 4.7, think about knocking that kettle pH down a little bit, or that post boil pH down a little bit. Again, I'm using phosphoric for that. You can use lactic, but check it out and look at it. And if you're somebody that's repping out a lot of beer, a lot of this hoppy beer, see if that helps you out, and kind of take some tasting notes on those beers. You know, one of your hoppy beers that might be up more toward 4.7, then something that's a little bit dropped down to 4.4. You could even dose in the glass food grade acid, and it wouldn't be much. We're talking about like a drop or two, but drop, swish, test pH of it, see what that one dropped it, and then add whatever you need to get it down to 4.4, and then kind of go side by side. Now, granted, you will have degassed the one that you drop pH on a little bit, but you know, I mean, you're smart. Use your brain and smell and taste and see if there's differences between those two, because we do want that number down there. That's my recommendation. On the stuff with Andy, we talk about pushing down the pH. He's pushing down his pH during the boil down to where at the end of the boil he'll be maybe 4.6, 4.7, because he's going to be pushing it back up, because he's getting a few pounds per barrel in there, at least the equivalent of a few pounds per barrel. So it's pushing the pH back up. Fermentation, drive it back down, then you push it back up with dry hop again. It's a thing. Check it out like that. And thank you for the question, Robert Brown.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.